Textiles, 22%. And there is Concord Enviro, which is also holding up with a gain of about 15 to 16%, at least as of now. Speaking of Concord, let's take it away, Vivek, because it's a very interesting company and it's an interesting space of wastewater management, water treatment. It's a, it's a part of the market that, people have always wanted to hear more on and get more sort of listed players into it. So we finally have one such player making its way to the public market.
Player, very interesting company. Before we go to the management, quick context. Very much in the similar space as a Vatek Wabag or an Ion Exchange. But this particular company, smaller in size and scale, and they don't do too much work with government agencies, largely, catering to the private space. Well, it'll be interesting to get the management on air and get their thoughts into what exactly is it that they're doing and what is it that, the outlook holds as far as FY25 and FY26 is concerned. A good debut on the exchanges as they listed at an 18% premium to their issue price. Prayas Goel, the chairman and managing director, along with Prerak Goel, executive director of Concord Enviro, join us now. Good morning, gentlemen. First of all, congratulations. It's a stellar listing. Prayas, let me first come across to you. Congratulations. You're now part of the listed universe. A lot more responsibilities for you now. Give us a sense, number one, what is it that investors can hope as far as FY25 is concerned? Where will you end the year in terms of top line, EBITDA and PAT? And FY26, what is it that they're guiding the street to?
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having us on your show. And I'd like to just start by thanking all our investors for the fantastic response and putting your faith and trust in us. So yes, we are in the space of industrial wastewater reuse and zero liquid discharge, not anything to do with the municipal space in wastewater reuse. We're a global company. To answer your question, we have a very, very strong order book as of start of this financial year. We are about a 500 crore order book. So with that order book and the tailwinds that we're seeing across from sustainability to water security, we're well poised for a strong growth going forward.
Okay. Prayas and Prerak, congratulations to both of you and to the entire team. By the way, those are wonderful, beautiful names that the two of you really have. Very inspiring, I must say. So let's actually get down to some more brass tacks and try and understand, more of the details. You said that the order book is about 500 crores right now, and it's, as Vivek also pointed out, you don't do much work with government agencies. So who are some of the big customers? What are the kind of, margins that you typically operate on? Tell us a bit more about the scope and how you see your order book growing in the next fiscal FY26.
Yeah, so we are into, in terms of sectors, food and beverage, including the Alcobev segment is one of our largest sectors in the last couple of years. We work across pharma, chemical, automobile, steel, and most of our customers are kind of blue chip companies or leaders in their space. About 40% of our sales come from outside of India as well. In terms of the, as I mentioned, the order book number, and then we're seeing a very strong kind of intake coming in both from our global business and as well as on the domestic side, as you know, the whole space around sustainability and water gets more and more traction.
Understood that. Prerak, let's bring you into this particular conversation. One thing which we want to understand is a lot of work going on, especially, from government agencies, both in India as well as abroad, in terms of actually ensuring that there is a lot of wastewater management. Number one, so the first question is, why don't you all do too much work with government agencies, given the kind of growth that some of the other listed entities and other unlisted entities too are seeing over there? And number two, as a percentage of your order book as well as upcoming orders, what is it that comes in from the domestic market and what is it that is coming in from export markets? Mainly, I believe you have strong presence in US.
Yeah, that's right. So let me answer the first part of your question. So if you look at our technology, we are a completely technology-driven company, and from day one since inception, membranes have been kind of the base technology on which we've developed ourselves. So automatically, reuse of water or wastewater is what we focus on. Now, as you're aware, the government is mainly focused on treatment and discharge of water, and they mainly focus on the sewage side. So in the treatment, the core technology that we operate in is not exactly a match. When the government starts looking at reuse, that will give us the opportunity to kind of start looking at more solutions for the government. It's starting up today. I wouldn't say that the government is not doing reuse. There's a lot of sewage treatment and reuse that is starting to take place. So we're definitely tracking that market and looking for the right projects to enter. On the the global side, the the business that we're doing with some large corporates is quite significant. We have leaders in the alcohol beverage sector. We have leaders in the aluminum cans manufacturing sector who we are working with, aerospace. So about 40%, as Prayas said, about 40% of our business is done overseas. At the current moment, almost about 35% of the order book that we have is with the international market, mainly focused on US and Mexico. That's the key markets where we're seeing, due to change in regulations, a lot more opportunities coming up.
That's interesting. But just to go back to Vivek's question, Prerak, why the aversion to any sort of government orders, whether it's central government, state government, local municipalities? Because the central government's been spending a lot of money. I mean, flagship big projects like Namami Gange, so on and so forth, river linkages, river water purification.
Right.
In the future, would you look at it? And if not, why not?
Right. No, I think, as I said, I mean, see, the moment the government starts to increase the reuse of water, where if you even look at the Namami Gange, they're mainly looking at water treatment and discharge to the river bodies, right? It's not about putting it for reuse. And a lot of our solutions are coming from technology which is being implemented to reuse wastewater. So at the moment the government starts shifting towards reuse, and that's the sort of projects that are happening, that would be something that we would love to enter and participate in, whether at the central government or at the state government levels.
Okay, got it. Gentlemen, just hold your thoughts for a second. We're getting some more visuals as dignitaries cutting across, public and private sector. Of course, the political lines as well are paying their homage and their tributes to our former Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh. That was Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, both of them arriving at the residence over there. But back to some of the details and what we can expect from here on. So, Prayas, to go back to the the proceeds of the issue, a large part of it was OFS. Promoters have also sold some of their stake, and I think about 75 odd crores has gone into the company. Part of it to pay back debt. So, a quick question. First of all, as promoters, what is the intent of the family? Where do you see yourself maintaining your holding? Can you just tell us where it is now, and will it not go below that mark?
Yes, so we are, the promoter holding is about 51%, and we intend to kind of maintain the promoter holding at that level there for sure going forward. And as part of the kind of use of proceeds from the 175 crores of raise that the company has had, about 50 crores will be utilized towards debt repayment. So that should automatically kind of help the EBITDA to PAT bridge going forward as well. We have about 33 odd crores lined up for CapEx, about 23 crores as investment in technologies, new technology acquisitions, and about 10 crores as an investment in our pay-per-use business. And the balance, of course, will be issue expenses and general GPC funding.
Just a balance sheet update. After IPO and after the money coming in, and once you prepay some of this debt, how much debt are you left with on the books and how much cash?
So we'll be at about 100 crores of debt post that. I think cash should be still quite comfortable, about 130, 140 crores.
Okay, and what was the percentage of finance cost that you're paying, or how will it come down to? So subsequently, FY26 onwards, we should expect to see that interest cost getting reflected onto the onto the P&L statement, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, we had some term loan debt and some working capital debt in our overseas subsidiaries, which is what we are repaying. The Indian debt is quite competitive at about 9.5%. So yeah, with interest rates kind of softening in the long run, we expect that to be averaging about 9.
Okay. All right. Prayas and Prerak, good luck with your plans going forward, and look forward to more interactions now that you are part of the listed market ecosphere.